Alright everybody, time for battle, let's go. Alright, we are up against Karma Lux, a deck that seems quite popular. Currently I'm facing it a lot, so we'll see how we do. We have Zed on even, but I might not be opposed to that because this deck is not that great at dealing with Zed, especially early on. Although there is there's the standalone and protege thing, but we can like kind of play this. Let's not do that. Like we could play it like post combat against the protege, but even then the protege kind of just blanks it and eats it for free without support. So let's see how this goes. I think in this matchup you usually want to like bank on your elusives, getting the job done towards the end, so the opponent can't like judgment you out of the game, or blowing out a judgment with deny or will, because they usually run 3 judgments and have very few elusives. Like they don't usually run monk, so they only have shadow assassin. So if you only have elusives, they have a hard time blocking. Although the original version by Alansku, I think, runs to purify, so you gotta be aware of that, because they can then purify an elusive, block, and judgment your board if you don't have a way to stop judgment. I think this is a great spot to go for the first Kinkou. And yeah, as you can see, against like all these utility units, yeah, against all these utility units, pet lines up really well. Doesn't really matter. He can't stand alone here. So yeah, this seems fine. Plus we have like Brother's Bond to deal some extra damage. That's cute. There's a consideration to stay home with this, but it's kind of good for us that he uses 3 mana and a Twin Disciplines here, I think. And we can just go ahead, do this, and I guess this. Get some extra damage in. I think in this matchup I kind of like just aggressively using Bond. And that's what I meant, like, here we can just start making big conspirators and other big elusives.
There's always a way out.
Okay, so I think we're gonna do this.
Strike quickly.
Because that kills him if all he has is like block, judgment. We have the deny for.
Find enlightenment.
Yep, that's a judgment, and we just win the game. And Brother's Bond did some really nice racing work here. Oh, thanks. And yeah, I guess with this deck being pretty popular is a reason to run Will and not Refuge, because Refuge is not great here. And yeah, that got the job done. And this deck in particular is really poor against recycling Jewel Protector to make a bunch of big elusives. Alright, that's it for game number 1. Pretty easy win that showed off Pet, showed off Bond, and the whole recycling of Protector that I talked about, so pretty nice example game basically. Anyway, we got 3 more games to go, so I'll see you in a moment with game number 2.